Hello and welcome back to Hammerhead Sports Productions. I am once again doing an interview with a good friend of mine, Austin. Thanks for being here, Austin.
Thank you for having me, buddy.
So, first topic I'd like to throw out there is that I know that you are a gamer like myself, who I tried to sell a Call of Duty to, but sadly failed. I wish you would take
Wrong
it off.
system, man. Wrong system. Big Xbox guy here. Big Xbox guy.
But so, have you played all their most recent Maddens?
I have 21, played 2019, all of them. Play a lot of franchise mode. I played Ultimate Team a little bit in 19. I got pretty good at that. Played the market a lot. It was a good, it's got an interesting market with the auction house and stuff. So you can buy low, sell high most of the time.
All right. Would you say that they're all good games?
I would say they're very simulated and quite they're good games for like the casual, but if you're really going into the competition part, I think there's a lot of things that need to be fixed by EA for sure.
So you would, because Madden 21 has a Metacritic score from audience of 0.02, and that's the lowest that a Madden has ever gotten on a Metacritic.
0.02 out of 100?
10.
Oh, out of 10, really?
Yeah, 0.2.
Okay.
Madden 20, I think, had a 0.5.
It is pretty much the same game.
Yeah.
But worse.
Yeah, but worse. Honestly, I think, you are right. If you just want an arcade gameplay style game, a video football game, yeah, Madden's a good game.
Does that well.
But I'm one of those people that want a fully simulated franchise mode football game that wants to be exactly like football, and that Madden isn't that anymore. Ever since they got the exclusive license back in 2004, it's just kind of been downhill, honestly.
I would have to agree. Every year it seems like they're releasing the same thing. It's never polished, especially with the whole COVID thing happening. 21, when it came out, was something else. There's bugs, issues. It was just a heap.
Honestly, I heard all these great things about old football video games. I went to extreme lengths to get an old NFL 2K3 and an NFL 2K5. Legit. These are for the PS2. I had to get my PS2 back up and running. I made some videos about that. I was able to finally get it back up and running, and I've been playing 2K, and it's so much better. And these games are like from 2003 or 2004 or 2002, and the graphics are better, the animations are better, player movement and CPU are all better. And it's like, I feel like Madden is just taking it for granted that everyone's just going to play Madden just because it's just now it's just a name.
Well, yeah, man, competition is pretty crucial to any sort of game like that.
Yeah, but these days it's pay
they don't have any, so they can do what they want.
Yeah, but it's pay to win these days.
It definitely is. Ultimate Team is that way.
Yeah, that's why
it's a moneymaker.
Yeah, it's a moneymaker. I think it got banned, I think, in Europe, right?
So I think there was some controversy because loot boxes and packs and things of that nature got really big.
The courtroom.
2 years ago.
She called it surprises. I can't remember what exactly.
And there's a few countries that have actually regulated that and said they have to show the odds because in a lot of places and before it was regulated, they didn't show any odds, so you never knew what your chances were of winning. So people would just fall into the hole, just keep. So wait,
they show you the odds?
Yeah, and I don't even know if they do, but only I know in certain countries they have to. And
because I watched this YouTuber called the Angry Joe Show. He did Madden 21, and they were able to show the probability, and I thought that was like normal, but I'm surprised. I mean, that just shows how really lazy they are.
No, it definitely does.
There's just no competition, so there's no or I don't know even if the developers care about football. All they care about is cha-ching.
I think so too. I don't think they care about football. It's a moneymaker, and they do what they want. Also, I don't know if you ever heard of DDA, or dynamic game difficulty balancing, before.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's broken.
Yeah. So what that does is it pretty much changes whoever's doing well in a game, or if you've won a bunch of games in a row, it'll make it so your game is harder against your opponent. So the reason they do that is so that people lose once in a while, so then they keep playing because they lost. Because if you're winning all the time, then you're not going to want to play all the time because you're just.
I honestly think of that. That has definitely happened to me at least 20 times.
It happens every game. Every game is DDA.
It just, wow. Come to think of it, yeah. That explains a lot.
Yeah.
That explains a lot.
So what's your channel really about, man?
Oh, it's just about sports. I do baseball. I do basketball. I do hockey. Well, I don't do basketball that much anymore. I'll do debates about it, but I won't do videos about it because I don't know as much as most people do. So I'll only do it in debates.
Yeah. Well, it's good to have a conversation going. This is like definitely more of a podcast style, which I like this.
Yeah, I'm trying to get up there with Urinating Tree and 5 Point Vids. That's an actual name. So that's actually the YouTuber's channel's name. So and everything. But I mean, I've grown from like 7 subscribers to now 50 subscribers. So I'm hoping to get up there. And I mean, I've built myself from nothing to something, at least.
It's a grind.
It is a grind because it takes a while for me to edit these videos and everything, the ones that I do. Because honestly, I'm trying to be better than ESPN because ESPN is not what it used to be.
No, I don't think so either. I think most sports talk shows are kind of out there and written to stir up words, you know?
Yeah.
Like the Colin Cowherd show, he'll take a point actually a better, the Skip Bayless show with Shannon Sharp.
Unmuted. I feel like that one's the only one that I'd be willing to watch because I feel like at least Skip does give his honest opinion. I
think he does, but a lot of the time, the way they do those shows is somebody exaggerates a point, and then they have to have something to argue, right? Because that's the entertaining part of that show. But I think they probably exaggerate more sometimes than they actually want to because they're pushed by the writers to do that. So
yeah. I made
not
this
always
point.
Like the honest take.
Yeah, I made this point one other time before that they had Stephen A. Smith doing MMA fights when he has no idea what did Stephen A. Smith know about MMA?
Yeah, there was some controversy about that, right? Wasn't he said something about a fighter, and I think the fighter clapped back at him.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, Stephen A. Smith, but I think he got paid $8 million just to do that one take and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, it's because they don't care. I don't know if they care about substance because I don't know. It's just not what it used to be. Because when they used to have Rich Eisen, they used to have Berman, and all the other guys. Or maybe actually, do they still have Berman, or did he leave?
I think he's on. I don't think he has his own show anymore, but he has a smaller role, I believe, somewhere.
Yeah, they should bring back the Steve Berman show completely because that was a great show.
Mm-hmm. I could be mistaken though. He might have actually retired completely.
No, I could have sworn he did. He still does this thing with Tom Jackson. The three most exciting minutes of sports during half times and everything.
Do you watch NFL Red Zone at all?
Yeah, I watch Red Zone because
who's the announcer for that? Because I know he's really good.
I forget
his name. I'll look it up real quick.
I love that guy. He's a great announcer.
Yeah, Scott Hansen.
I love that guy. He gives you an honest take.
No, he does, and he's very good at what he does. He's right there the whole time.
The only thing I have a problem is that, yes, I love NFL Red Zone. And I love watching the NFL. I just can't stand it anymore because of how bad reffing gets.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of controversy about it. I think the NFL is a little rigged in my opinion.
Come on, you can be a little bit more honest. This is not you don't have to worry about some boss or anything.
I don't want to come out here with a real hot take, I'm not trying to stir
Give me
much up.
give me what you got. Come on, give me what you can give me.
I really had to think about it. I think the NFL is rigged. One, because sports betting has become such a big thing lately and got unbanned in many states, and that's where refs can make money. That's where the NFL can make money. And also, it's at that point the house always wins. You ever heard that term?
Yeah.
They're the house. The NFL's the house, so they're gonna, if they can make some money, they're gonna find a way to do that.
I don't know if they're completely rigged. I will kill you in 2 seconds. I will say this: 2005 was definitely rigged. The Super Bowl. If you haven't seen that Super Bowl, that one was definitely rigged. I will say. I think, yes, it is rigged to an extent because it just there's so many examples. You cannot tell me that there's something going on.
No, I agree. I think there definitely is something going on there, but I don't know. You can't really prove that unless, you had a whistleblower come out from one of the referees maybe. But now
the closest thing we've ever had to a whistleblower was in the NBA. I forget there was that NBA ref who was like betting on games, and he went to prison for 2 years, and then he said that the NBA was rigging games and everything, and that they would like call these horrible fouls and everything so they could change the outcome of a game. Would you stop doing that? But, I mean, you can somewhat make a point about the latest Super Bowl, but there were only 3 calls that I definitely would say were terrible. There was the passer interference on Tyrann Mathieu in the end zone, the passer interference call on the third down.
Mm-hmm.
And then what was the other one that I want to say? Jeez, what was that? Maybe did I mention them or did I forget one?
I don't know. I think you got most of them. I was going to bring up the NFC Championship game. I'm a Packers fan myself. And, God, the last call, the pass interference that won them the game or kind of shut us out. And then also Matt LaFleur's punt instead of going for it on 4th down. That was also very controversial.
I will say this. Yes, though it was the right call, but yes, they did call the game a certain way the whole time. They had more opportunities than just that. I mean, Brady played one of his worst championship games I'd ever seen.
Yeah, 3 interceptions. He played like crap at the end there.
And
Jaire Alexander picked him off twice, and we should have done something there. We had our opportunities, but
he throws 3 interceptions, and you don't get any points off of those. I mean, to an extent, yes, the refs may have costed you, but it's not like that was your only opportunity. You had so many opportunities that to go in and punch in it. No offense to you, that you had chances. They just couldn't convert. And then, as you said, another thing about Matt LaFleur, instead of going for a touchdown, he goes for a field goal. Yes, while the analytics does back that up, you're on the like 8 or 9 yard line. I forget what yard line you guys were on. You got over 2 minutes or 3 minutes, however long it was. You don't know if you're going to get back down here. You go for the touchdown. You have Devontae Adams.
Exactly.
You have that tight end, Yunyan. Well, I probably butchered his name. And then there's that third wide receiver. Oh, you got Jones, and you got the other running back. Mm-hmm. You have the weapons, and you have Aaron Rodgers who can maybe run for a first down and everything. You go for the freaking touchdown, in my opinion.
That was also a thing on that drive. I think it was that drive where they went for the field goal. He could have ran for the first down, but didn't take it for some reason. Yeah, tried to slip it into Devontae, I think, in the end zone, but he could have had the first down, I think.
So that's my take on it. Yeah, they may have been slightly screwed, but they left more opportunities than anybody on the table.
And the one thing I was going to bring up about that call at the end, the pass interference, it was really late. So, and then you had, I don't know if you saw this video, you had Mike Evans dapping up a ref in a black coat on the sideline right after that play. So that was a little fishy.
I didn't see it.
That was a clip that came out right after the late call, and then that was pretty much that iced the game. And then you saw Mike Evans dapping up a ref. in his black coat and his mask and his black cap. So
that is a little fishy.
it is.
I will admit that does seem a little fishy. But I mean, we've seen that it is hurting the NFL. I mean, I think they lost like 20%. The Super Bowl was down 20% in viewership. Mm-hmm. And Monday Night Football has gone down in viewership. Sunday Night Football has gone down.
Everything. I'm pretty sure their average viewership, their ratings dropped. Says the league dropped about 10%.
I agree. I would definitely agree with that. It's because people are sick of it.
Yeah, no, I think so too. And there's also all the controversy behind the political scene right now with them taking one side very seriously.
I don't know if I want to go and get into political.
Yeah, no, definitely not. But I'm just saying that's a huge reason. I think that's why
I will say this. I will say this: they should have stayed neutral to an extent.
I think so too.
Because it seemed like they were very heavily leaning towards one side, and basically telling the other side to go F themselves. If anything, you should stay neutral, because if you pick one side, you're gonna have two sides wanting to kill you.
I mean, it was, in my opinion, the right business move is definitely just to stay neutral. But then they were scared, I think, of getting crap for staying neutral and not,
Oh hell yeah! They have no backbone. They have no backbone. Roger Goodell has this like squishy stuff in his back. He has no spine. I wish that guy would get fired every day of my life. He's
like Dave Portnoy, buddy.
Yeah. So you want to dive into anything else?
I don't know, man. What do you got for me? What are you thinking?
Have you watched it? Have you heard anything about this fan-controlled football league?
Oh yeah, is it the FCF? Right?
Yes.
With Manziel, I saw Manziel a little bit. But
yeah,
I don't know. The fields are short, man, and they're narrow. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't think it's gonna last very long, to be honest.
Well, it's supposed to be like the yard, in my opinion. I think to me it looks like the yard brought to life.
A little bit smaller, I think, though.
Yeah, a little bit smaller, but to me it's kind of exciting, and I think people are so desperate at this point for an alternative to the crap that we're being given every year from the NFL that they'll embrace this, and they're going to embrace the XFL when it comes back, and viewership will go skyrocketing for them, and then and I bet they'll get. And the Fan Control already has sponsorships. They got a sponsorship from Gatorade, Subway, and I think Nike.
Yeah, no. I actually really like the AFL, like that first alternative league that came out. Or was it AFL? I think it was the AFL. But it was like that developmental league they were trying to be.
And I know what you're talking about.
They ended up folding after a season, but I actually watched quite a bit of those games. I was quite interested.
The league actually folded. I wanted to actually join that league, but just 2 years ago, or a year ago, it folded. But some of the teams have moved into this new league called the Indoor Football League, and there are some of the teams are still there. You get paid $200 a game, and it's something I would love to get into. They hold tryouts every so often, and eventually I'm going to sign up and give it a try.
All right, I'd love to see that.
Yeah, but again, the fan control thing, I love it. I think it's definitely because people want high tempo, high scoring, and everything, and it seems exciting because I was like at the edge of my seat just watching the highlights and everything. And
I didn't get to watch it. I was quite busy with school and other things, but I heard all about it. Saw it on Instagram quite a bit. It looked good, and I love seeing Money Manziel out there. So
yeah, hopefully he gets his demon. He's past his demons.
Yeah, I think he is. He's quite on Instagram and stuff. He's quite a bit different than he was back in the day in interviews and stuff like that. He seems like a changed man.
I'm happy for him.
Yeah, no, me too.
I just got a text message from somebody. Let's see what else can we
Is there any other like notable players in the fan-controlled football league?
Anybody notable? No, nobody that comes to mind.
Yeah. It's the FCF, right?
Yeah.
Trying to see. And how does that work? Do you know if they have like an app?
Yeah, they have an app, and I guess fans vote for
Mhm.
what the play call should be.
Yeah, no, God, I think it was the AFL too that started doing the betting on each individual play, and I forget who bought like the rights to that, but that was a big thing. Yeah, I only really see like Johnny Manziel. It's the only thing really coming up.
What more do you need?
It's nothing. They got a big name.
Yeah, I imagine if Terrell Owens actually joined that league. Oh my God,
That'd be good for him.
Yeah, because he still runs a 4.5. He actually raced Tyreek Hill, and he barely lost to him. I kid you not.
You know who Bob Maneri is?
Bob Manerian?
Or Bob Menery, actually, that's his name. He's like the sportscaster. Guy does like a bunch of clips about stuff. He's actually a co-owner of the FCF. He's a funny guy. Co-owner of the Zappers, which I think Manziel is on.
Yeah, he's on the Zappers.
Yeah.
No, I actually haven't heard. I don't think I've heard of him. But if he's an owner, he must have a lot of moolah.
Yeah, no, he was a YouTuber just like you, man. He started like 5 years ago, I think, and he was just sportscasting, just random stuff, and he would do like joke clips. And then a few of them blew up, and then he just kind of ran with it. And the guy's made a name for himself now.
Hopefully I get up there and make some moolah.
Yeah. Oh.
I guess it's around that time that we need some food in our bellies. Hopefully D Hall will be open.
I went to D Hall earlier. I don't think it's open until 4:30 though.
Oh, it's about 4:00. So help me burn off some time. Let's get a couple more questions, because honestly, I got nothing to do today because there's like nothing to do.
There really is nothing to do, buddy.
Really, it's like they got us in cages. I know that might be an exaggeration, but it's really. I mean,
that's the point.
I want to go home so bad, but.
Have you heard about like the COVID controversy with the kids staying in dorms now that are positive going back? A few of my friends, they tested positive and they actually had to go back to their dorm because the hotels are full now, or they were at capacity. And a few of my friends had to go back to their dorm with their negative dorm mate, and they tested positive or quarantined.
Well,
and a few kids, like Langdon, this is a big problem in Langdon. Kids weren't getting delivered food. They were getting told to go back to their dorms with people who were negative. And then Marlon, our school president, went on the Zoom like town hall the other day and said, "Oh, we're giving them free delivery. Nobody's in the dorms positive, but there was actually a few kids that got, I guess, slipped the cracks somehow, and were positive in dorms and getting told to go back to dorms with negative people. So it's pretty crazy."
Well, what a smart idea that was.
Yeah, no, it's a little ass backwards for sure. I don't know.
I honestly want to go home so bad. I want to go home so freaking bad. But I got one class because my music teacher, she prefers to have in-person classes, which I love. But that's the only reason I can't leave.
Well, you don't have in-person classes till March,
I know.
Right?
But she said that. Well, actually, let me check. I could have sworn she said that we were going to have an in-person class this coming week.
Oh no, Francis! You need to get this woman fired.
All right. Explain class. Take notes that at the next class meeting, all students will. Well, she doesn't say when we'll be having class, but she said takes notes.
Good. Well, I hope she's not trying to meet during this fight, because that would not be good.
You know what? While I'm with you, I'll even email her. But yeah, if I don't have class with her, I'm definitely going home this weekend. I am going home this weekend. No questions
man.
asked.
I mean, there's not really a reason to stay unless you have like a job here or something.
Yeah, I
It's all
can't. I
online.
was gonna go try get a job, but then the hub closed and everything. My sister was bugging me about it. Go get yourself a job. Go get a job. Okay, I was gonna go
Yeah.
get myself a job, and now the place is closed. Great timing on me.
Does your sister go here?
No, she's a marketing supervisor at Channel 5 back home. She's 38.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, I'm a middle child.
So what are you doing for a major, Francis?
I do history.
What's that?
I do history. I love history.
Really? You're a history major? No way.
Yeah, and then I'm also a sports historian too. I
Okay.
used to do trivias at my before my high school games and football. We'd all go into the training room, and everyone would say, "Franny, do a trivia," and I would ask questions, and all of them would, it would help them relax and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I usually come out on top. Honestly, I'm thinking of starting a new thing where I'll ask somebody 10 questions, and if they can get at least 8 of the 10 questions right, they win $10.
I love it, man. Do it. Yeah, do a trivia show. That's something.
Yeah, but I don't.
Good at that, man. You'd be good at a game show.
Yeah, I think
I'd
I'd be
confidence for it.
Yeah, I probably would be the next Howard Cosell.
All right. Yeah.
I would love to do it.
Yeah, but that's awesome that you're a history major, man. History is a lot of fun. It was actually my favorite subject in high school. And growing up, history is definitely my thing. But unfortunately, because you need to go to a lot of school to actually get somewhere, I would say, in that major. That's why I went with business, just because I can do what I want there.
It's kind of easier for me because I do so much in my free time because I've been studying so many things for so many years. I've actually memorized a lot of it. Mm-hmm. So I actually don't really have to take notes right now in my modern history class because I already know the stuff. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to sound like I'm being like arrogant or anything. It's because I've just watched these documentaries so many times. I've memorized, so I already know the information.
What are you guys doing in modern history? What are you learning about?
Right now, we're learning about like the exploration of the Caribbean and everything. Okay. Yeah. So
roughly, what time period is that? Is it like pirates sort of thing, or?
Yeah, pirates. Right around the time Assassin's Creed Black Flag is based on.
And that's late or early 1700s.
I think it's either early 1600s or early 1700s. I want to say. I think that's where it's based on.
It's within that 200-year range. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey man, great game though. Assassin's Creed Black Flag, probably one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I just replayed it actually like last year. Played it again.
I'm actually replaying it right now.
Nice. I love the ship combat. That was the first game to do it. That was some groundbreaking stuff, I think.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna play Assassin's Creed Rogue after I finish it.
Nice. I played that one too back in the day.
Does it have ship battles too?
I think so. Or maybe not, because I know Rogue was really made for the older consoles, because Assassin's Creed Black Flag was like, I think, a launch title with the Xbox One and the PS4. So they kind of made Rogue for the older consoles because Black Flag wasn't really able to run on those older ones as well. I think that's how it went.
Well, I can't wait to play it. You know, I'm a guy that likes the older stuff.
Yeah, no, Rogue's awesome. The story wasn't that strong, but I enjoyed it. I got there's some really cool armor you can get. I think it's the Viking armor somewhere, or some sort of. It's like one of the coolest armors in the game. It's like the Mayan armor from Black Flag.
Yeah, the Mayan. I'm so close to getting it again. I'm like at 8 out of the 16 I need.
Yeah. I love the puzzles, man. To get the Mayan totems. Love those puzzles.
I do too. They're very, very, very interesting.
Yeah.
So Thanks for being with me, thanks for
Thank you for having me, Francis. This was a lot of fun, man.
Yeah, and as Nathan requested, I'll tell everybody my YouTube channel.
All right. I haven't even gotten it yet, so you better send that over to me.
Oh, remember, it's Hammerhead Sports Productions. That's what it's called.
Hammerhead Sports Productions. I'm gonna give you a subscribe right now.
Thank you.
Not a problem, man.
So, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time.
Alrighty. Have a good one.